As a beauty creator, I've had the opportunity to test a massive range of drugstore makeup. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I've found that most drugstore makeup brands have a very clear strength or a type of product that they do very well and get right nearly every time. So today I'm going to be sharing what I think each drugstore makeup brand does best. I'll be focusing on 6 different brands, so let's get straight into it. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. First, let's talk about Maybelline because this was such a no-brainer. The first product in general that even pops into my mind when someone says Maybelline is their mascaras. Literally since I started wearing makeup when I was 12, Maybelline mascaras have always been my favorite at the drugstore. Let's see, I started out with the falsies, didn't we all? In middle and high school, I moved on to wearing Mega Plush in college, the Colossal and Lash Sensational in my early 20s, and now of course I'm obsessed with the Sky High mascara. I have a regular one and a waterproof one open at all times. I've got backups. I've also been using their Snapscara, which I talked a little bit about in my tubing mascara video. I don't really like the removal of this mascara, but it wears really well. I have pretty short and straight lashes, and Maybelline mascaras have always given me a really good balance of volume, length, and lift, and give me just the right amount of drama that I like for everyday wear. So e.l.f. is a brand that has really evolved throughout the past 10, 15 years, and I also think that their strength has changed over that period of time. If you had asked me 10 years ago what e.l.f.'s strength was, it would probably be a very different answer, but I think at least over the past 5 years, their very, very clear strength has been their complexion products, so their foundations, their primers, and concealers. e.l.f. makes the best drugstore concealers, hands down. Their camo concealers, whether you go for the matte finish or the hydrating one like I do, they cannot be beat when it comes to their quality and their performance for the price. So many people also love their Camo CC cream. I have not tried that, but their Camo CC powder has become a staple in my collection, especially as my acne's been clearing up. I've been going for lighter products. This is a great cruelty-free alternative to the L'Oreal Infallible powder. The performance is pretty similar, medium to full coverage. I do have a whole video wear testing this product, so I will leave that link in the description. And I know I've been super vocal about this product in my videos lately, but their new Power Grip Primer is the best I've ever tried. When it comes to extending the wear of your makeup, there's nothing better at the drugstore than this. It puts in the work, it performs better than high-end primers that I have. It keeps my makeup looking freshly applied even through sweat and activities. It's magical. All right, Wet n Wild strength. This is another one that popped into my head pretty instantly. Even though the brand does a lot of things well, their eyeshadows have always been the best at the drugstore, and they continue to be. Even back in the day when drugstore eyeshadow was notoriously chalky and sheer, Wet n Wild was bringing the pigment, they were bringing the blendability, and a lot of their products were $1 to $3. Over the years, their formula has just gotten better, but their prices have not risen all that much. These 5-pan palettes are between $2.99 and like $3.50 depending on where you buy them. And I love that they still revive some of their classic palettes or trio shade selections. So this one is called Walking on Eggshells, and I remember owning the original Walking on Eggshells 15 years ago. Like I said, these 5-pan palettes, such a great value. Their 10-pan palettes will get you a little bit more variety. I do want to put an asterisk though, because there was a moment in time where Wet n Wild kept putting out limited edition eyeshadow as part of like themed collections. And I was very honest about those in videos that I made where I didn't feel like the quality matched their permanent products. But I've noticed recently that they've gotten so much better about that and more consistent. So the palettes that come in their limited edition releases and seasonal releases are up to par now. NYX was another hard one for me because I have favorites from them in a lot of different product categories, but one type of product that I think they've always gotten right without exception is eyeliner. I don't think I've used a NYX liner that I didn't like, and every time they come out with a new liquid liner, it instantly becomes my holy grail. For years, the only liquid liner I would use, period, was their matte liquid liner. They discontinued that that. I was super sad, but then they came out with the Epic ink liner, which was even better. They also have a ton of different color options, which is great for bold graphic liner looks. And their eyeliner pencils are pretty great too, especially their NYX Epic Wear pencils and the retractable eyeliners. White liners in general, NYX does really well. They're very pure and opaque, which is hard to find. L'Oreal wasn't hard at all. They have a very clear strength, and that is foundations. They just seem to get it right every time, and they have such a good range of formulas that cater to all skin types and preferences. Their infallible foundations specifically, I think, are elite. Whether you go for the Pro Matte, the Pro Glow, the Fresh Wear, which is my favorite, or the Fresh Wear Powder, they all perform on par or better than high-end foundations. Their True Match line of foundations has an amazing shade range and selection of undertones. In fact, all of their foundation lines actually have like 30 to 50 shades per formula. I've also really been liking their newest release, which is the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Their products just wear well, they're comfortable, they're long lasting. I'll always recommend their foundations when someone asks what are the best at the drugstore. Milani is another brand that I've been a big fan of for a very long time, and I think that their strength has definitely changed throughout the years. For the past few years though, I think their very clear and obvious strength has been their lip products, both their lipsticks and their lip liners. Their Color Fetish lipsticks have been the internet's favorite lipstick. The Color Fetish matte lipsticks, super creamy, pigmented, long lasting, but they're so comfortable to wear. And then the original Color Fetish formula is like a very tinted lip balm, slightly sheer, but still high impact and very glossy. But their understatement lip liners have become my favorite at the drugstore. They do have shades that match up perfectly to the Color Fetish matte lipsticks, and they have shades that are just really good complementary colors. Today I'm wearing the understatement lip liner in French Rosé, topped with the Color Fetish matte lipstick in Pleasure. And these lip liners again are matte, but they're creamy, they glide on, they don't feel drying, they keep your lipstick in place and it won't feather. So yes, the hype is real. It makes sense that these lipsticks sell out almost every time they get restocked. And I do have swatch videos of all of these on my channel. I will leave those links in the description. ColourPop does so many things well. I know that I'm pretty critical of them and their business model here on my channel, but the fact of the matter is they make some great affordable makeup. But I think after all these years, their strong suit is still their eyeshadows. I think with every other type of product that I've tried from ColourPop, whether it's their lip products, their foundation, their concealer, their blush, those have always been hit or miss for me, but their eyeshadows have remained consistently excellent. They've always been soft and pigmented. There are so many color options. They're still so affordable, especially their Super Shock shadows, which are $6 now. I think they used to be $5. These were like the backbone of ColourPop when they first launched as a brand. They are still one of their best products. They feel almost creamy to the touch. That's how soft they are. They blend onto the lid beautifully. I actually love using these as all over lid shades because they are so dimensional. They do break easily though because they're so soft. That's why I only have one left because I decluttered a few of these that were broken beyond repair. And of course, their eyeshadow palettes are great too. And I think ColourPop releases color concepts that other drugstore brands don't necessarily include in their eyeshadow palettes. And the last drugstore makeup brand I'll be talking about today is Essence. And I think for Essence, their strength has always been eye makeup. From Lash Princess, which is consistently one of the highest rated drugstore mascaras year after year. I always rave about their extreme lasting eye pencils, best at the drugstore, especially for tight lining. I absolutely love their line of mini eyeshadow palettes. These are 6-pan palettes with very clear color themes, and they continue to add to this line. I have a video swatching and creating looks with the original 6. And I've been loving the Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes, one of the best tubing mascaras in the drugstore. And I think Essence has the best mascaras for the price, because with a lot of other drugstore mascaras, even from Maybelline, they are reaching that $12 to $15 range, whereas the Essence mascaras are just as dramatic, but about $5 and under. So I want to know, what do you think each of these drugstore makeup brands does best? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's something else? Tell me in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Teresa. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad, and join me over in this video next where I try on my latest Shop Miss A makeup haul. Everything is under $2. I'll see you over there. Bye.